Hello, Pal One. Those of you that resonated with the moon card, this is going to be your reading today. And today we are asking if that person, you decide who that person is, Pal One, wrote you a love letter, what would that love letter say? Or the feelings behind that love letter, because sometimes it's hard to express feelings. All right, we'll give it another shuffle. So just a couple quick notes, Pal One, that it's a little bit dark here because I like doing readings at night, that I like reading with major arcana only, that's just my personal style, and that the cards are censored because of YouTube rules. All right, so keep thinking about who that person is in your mind, and do they, or what would they say if they were to write you a love letter right now? Part one. Let's see. So if that person wrote you a love letter, what would that love letter say? So past. Oh, I wanted to give it another shuffle. I already was touching that one, so we're gonna leave it because everything that happens in a ritual matters. It happens for a reason. All right, so why, or if they wrote you a letter, what would that letter say? And maybe I asked why for a reason. Maybe we're gonna see why as well. So let's see. Present for you, Pal One. This is gonna be future. Oh, that one kind of wanted to flip, but it didn't. And action. And the one at the bottom of the deck, we're not gonna move because that's gonna be our overall energy in a moment. And we're gonna put it here for now. Oh, need to make a little room here. All right, Pal One. So this is gonna be you today in the reading, the card you chose, that you resonated with, the moon card. And the moon card is all about things that are happening behind the scenes. It's the message of there's more than meets the eye type of message. And it's also maybe sometimes we're thinking, oh, I don't know if this is gonna like figure itself out, and then the moon card is kind of like a reminder that things are happening behind the scenes and that they're gonna work out in our favor, that even though we're not able to see it, we have or it's inviting us to trust the unseen. And it's also referencing the Hermit card with that profiling face of the Hermit that reminds us of wisdom, and it's that type of energy. So that's gonna be you today, and let's see what's in your past. The Hermit. Wow. Wow. That surprised me because I just mentioned that this card is referencing the profile of the Hermit and they came side to side. That's beautiful, Pal One. These cards are really connected with one another. So it's literally referencing the Hermit, so that's beautiful. The Hermit is all about inner wisdom. It's all about going inwards to explore the self, like looking at our reflection in the mirror and knowing who we are. It's that type of energy. It's wisdom, and he's often drawn in pitch black darkness, lighting up the way for everyone else. That's why we also see the star there that's lighting up the way for everyone. And he's wearing gray because gray represents wisdom in tarot, black and white represents polar opposites, and wisdom is the merging of the two. Sorry, gray in itself, wisdom is the merging of the two. And it's in your past, and today we're asking if they wrote you a love letter, what would they say? So with that Hermit, they really like, kind of like they can feel that you're thinking about something. Maybe they look at you and they're like, what's going through their mind right now? Like they see you as a very going inwards for inner wisdom, because that's literally what the Hermit means. So if they were to write you a love letter, they would kind of be putting between the lines that message that they like that about you, like they like that wisdom, that inner wisdom that they see in you. Let's not reveal your present yet, pile 1, and let's see your future. The Strength reverse, okay. So the Strength upright is all about being strong, staying on your own 2 feet. It's feeling strong. It's feeling like a lion type of energy with a wild mane and that type of energy. But because it's reverse and it's in your future, maybe you need to come back to your essence, maybe the things you liked as a little kid, because when it's reverse, it's not feeling as strong standing on your own 2 feet. So I think that, and it's in your future, so the tarot is like, in the near future, remember that you can come back to yourself, that you can come back to your inner strength. And because today we're asking if that person wrote you a love letter, what would they say? With that Strength reverse, maybe they feel like maybe they're scared about the uncertainty of life with that Strength reverse, or maybe you both are. Maybe you both want this love to, you know, but because it's reversed, maybe you have to remind yourselves that things are working out in your favor, even if they don't appear that way sometimes. And yeah, and to open ourselves up to love, because the opposite of love can be fear. So to come back to love with that Strength reverse. Let's see your action, Paul 1. Okay. The Death card reverse. Okay, so the Death card is a little bit different in the way that it means living in the past. So because when the Death card is upright, it means embracing death. It's kind of like Phoenix type of energy, being reborn. But when it's reversed, it literally means living in the past. Because when it's upright, if a flower dies, it's gonna be like, it's kind of being like, okay, its moment has come. But when the Death card is reversed, like it is right now, it's kind of like, I wish it didn't have to die. It's like not wanting its time to come type of energy, even though it is time. It literally means living in the past. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck as the overall energy, and we'll take it out neutral. The Fool. Oh, that's beautiful, Paul 1. So the Fool is all about new beginnings, is the energy of being in a light-hearted, childlike wonder type of energy. And it's also trusting that the universe has your back, because he's about to jump off a cliff, because he knows he won't truly fall off, that the universe will catch him and have his back no matter what. And yeah, and you also have the sun, because the Fool is accompanied by the sun in the background there with the moon. So you have the sun and the moon together. And because today we're asking if they wrote you a love letter, what would they say? With that Fool, they feel like you guys' connection, or you guys' feelings, or their feelings are in a moment of blooming, because the flower is opening up. It's a new beginning type of energy. That's so beautiful. I want to go back to your action with that Death card for just a brief second, because it came out in your action too. And today we're asking about if they wrote you a letter, what would they say? Maybe they take a little bit longer to process change in you guys' connection and in their feelings. So maybe they're the type of person with a little bit of a time lag. So maybe they have loved you for a more time that they have been conscious of. It's that type of energy, because it came out in action. So it's a little bit different. All right, let's see your present, pile 1, the most important part of your reading. The Tower, okay. So the Tower is all about sudden change. It's all about change. It's a tower being, you know, in a normal everyday life, and suddenly being struck by a lightning out of nowhere, and everything is falling off, and it's that type of energy. So it's in your present, and today we're asking if that person wrote you a love letter. Maybe this person is really conscious of change with that tower, that their feelings are changing, because the tower literally means change. They're realizing that their feelings are changing, and with that Fool, that there's something, with that Fool energy, there's something emerging, blooming, and there's a big change happening right now, either inwards or outwards with that tower, because the tower literally means change. So if they were to write you a love letter, I think they would be focused on that new beginning, that maybe they're daydreaming about you with that Fool. But with that tower, maybe they're really conscious of, maybe they just don't like change in general, and they like things that feel familiar with that tower. Yeah, part 1. That's all I have for you today, I think. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, part 2. Those of you that resonated with the sun today, this is going to be your reading. And today we're asking, and you decide who that person is, if that person wrote you a love letter, what would it say? Or what would be their feelings behind it? Let's see, we'll give it another shuffle. So if they wrote you a love letter... Oh, one fell off. That's gonna be an extra message, because everything that happens in a ritual matters, happens for a reason. So I'll lift it up in a sec. Oh, and the incense almost kind of wanted to too. All right, we'll give it another shuffle. So just a couple quick notes, pile 2, that I like reading with major arcana only. That's just my personal style. That the cards are censored because of YouTube rules, and that it is a little bit dark here because I like doing readings at night. All right, let's see. I'm really curious about which card fell off. Let's see. Oh, wow. We'll take it. I did see it reversed. I usually take out extra messages neutrally, but I looked at it reversed in the floor. So I'm gonna put it here as an extra message. All right, pile 2. So if that person wrote you a love letter, what would it say? So this is gonna be your past. Let's see. Present, the one right at the middle. Future, action, and the one at the bottom of the deck we're not gonna move, because that's gonna be our overall energy in a moment. All right, pile 2, let's see. So this is gonna be you today, the card you chose, the Sun card. And the Sun card is the happiest card in all of the tarot. It's a bright, sunshiny day, being tan, being under the sun, being all day in the beach, laying in the sun, in the sunshine, being surrounded by sunflowers, that type of energy. That's beautiful. All right, so let's see your past now. Strength reverse, okay. So the Strength upright is all about feeling strong, and being strong standing on your own 2 feet, feeling like a lion with a wild mane, feeling like you have the power, that type of energy. But because it's reverse, but I wouldn't worry too much about it, because it is the past already after all. But it means not feeling as strong standing on your own 2 feet, like not feeling as confident, because upright is confidence type of energy. So yeah, just come back to your inner self and you will be okay. Don't worry too much about it, pile 2, because it is past after all. Let's not reveal. Oh, and because today we're asking if that person wrote you a love letter, what would it say? With that Strength reverse, maybe they would have a hard time expressing their feelings. They would have a hard time putting it in writing, what they feel and what they really want to say. And it's like, I really want to like be able to express it, but it kind of like takes them time. Is that type of energy, because today we're asking a writing type of energy, a love letter writing. So yeah, it's definitely that type of energy. Let's see your future now. The Death card reversed. What the heck? I'm just impressed because we shuffled the cards like 8 times, and it's being really connected to pile 1 with the cards coming out. So maybe there's a message there for you, pile 2. So the Death card in reverse is all about living in the past. Is the energy of feeling like you cannot let go of the past, like you do not want the flower to die, because when it's upright, it's knowing that its time has come. But because right now it's reversed, maybe you don't like things coming to an end. But the Death card is actually the Phoenix card, so it's about being reborn from the ashes. So trust the unseen, pile 2. Let's see. Oh, and because today we're asking if that person wrote you a love letter, what would they say? They like the changes they see you go through, because the Death card also kind of has that energy as well, because it's about dying and then being reborn with that Phoenix energy. So they like that about you, but maybe they feel like you maybe suppress it or try to hide it because it is reversed. So maybe they can notice that. Oh yeah, and let's see. This is the one that fell off when we were shuffling. It's the World card. I usually take those neutral, but I did see this one reverse, so we'll take it reverse. Upright means an absolute ending, but she's dancing and she's empowered to remind us that it's a positive thing, an empowering thing. But when it's reversed, it's the opposite of that. So it's a new beginning type of energy. So it's a little bit similar with the Full card in that way. So new beginning type of energy for you, pile 2. And today we're asking if that person wrote you a love letter, what would it say? So with that World card reverse, they feel like something new is happening right now between both of you. Maybe you are reconnecting, or yeah, that's beautiful. Let's see your action now. The Judgment reverse, okay, as an action. So the Judgment upright is all about following an inner calling and a grand entrance into heaven. It's the angels playing the trumpets and giving you a welcome into heaven. But because it's reverse, maybe it means that you didn't follow an inner calling, that you had something that was kind of like coming to your head, and you kept kind of like pushing it down. It's that type of energy. We're like, not right now, to that inner calling. That's why you were answering to the inner calling. It's that type of energy. But because it came out as the tarot's action they're advising you to take in order to achieve everything you desire, pile 2. That's the tarot's advice. So the Judgment reverse as an action, I think it's telling you to maybe not be as how can I say it, because upright, it's a very angelic type of energy, and right now it's reversed and it came out as an action. I think it's telling you to maybe release your dark side just a little bit with that Judgment reverse. Like allow that or if that person were to write you a love letter, they kind of like that mysterious, a little bit darks type of energy with that Judgment reverse in you. All right, and it came out as an action, so the tarot is advising you to kind of maybe balance both your angel and your demon on each shoulder. And the one at the bottom of the deck, the Hermit, I saw it reversed. Usually I take it out neutrally. But I did see it reversed when I looked at it, so it's only fair. Sorry, Paul. I usually take them neutrally, but I saw it reverse first. So, the Hermit reverse, it's not wanting to grow up type of energy, because the Hermit upright is going inwards and focusing on the self, wanting to be old and wise type of energy. But because it's reverse, it's the opposite of that. It's maybe wanting to stay a kid, maybe wanting to stay, yeah, basically in that kid energy. and it's in the overall energy of the reading. So the tarot's kind of saying childlike, light-hearted energy, because it came out as the overall energy. So I interpret that as light-hearted energy because it's the overall energy of the reading. Let's see your present now, Paul, to the most important part. The star reverse. Okay. So interesting. And because today we're asking if that person were to write you a love letter, what would they say? The star upright is all about feeling hopeful and making a wish upon a star and trusting it will come true, but wishing it from the bottom of your heart is that type of energy, and looking at a star, wishing upon a star, that type of energy. But because it's reversed, maybe you're having a bit of a hard time trusting the universe, and it's in your present, or the person writing the letter, as they write the letter, maybe they're like maybe hesitating as they write. Maybe because if it was a bride, they would be writing with like type of energy, but because it's reversed, maybe they're a bit hesitant with what they're writing. So that's really interesting, Paul, too. This is really cool. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye.